Hello, beautiful human. How are you today? Kate Witch here, and today's theme is very nice and very needed. So needed because people struggle so much with this. I really hope I can help. So today we're going to talk about how do you break behavior patterns and how do you get out of that shitty situation that keeps repeating itself 1,000 times, and when you least expect and you think, nah, I've got this, it happens again. Oh, this is very bad. I hate when this happens to me, so I guess you too. For you to break a behavior pattern, there's no way around it. You have to change. And change can always be done through movement. So if you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same result. If you change what you're doing, you're going to get a different result. So you have to try many times until you get the result that you want. And sometimes, can I be honest, you're very close to it. You just need to realize you know a tiny little detail, and that's it. I just want to tell you that some situations, they repeat themselves so that the universe can feel if you already learned your lesson. If you respond differently and if you don't engage with it, then it's never going to happen again. You're going to go through something different, and that's that. It can be very simple to fix the problem. So that being said, let's start with the hard part. Repeating patterns, yes, of course, they can look like always getting into very detrimental relationships, always getting into narcissistic relationships with someone, codependency, blah, blah, blah. But it can also be very subtle, like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna smoke just this last cigarette, and then tomorrow I'm gonna stop smoking. Oh, you know, we never fight, but I don't love her, but just one beer is not gonna make a difference. You know what I mean? It's just one beer. This is what it sounds like in real life. Because we keep on talking a lot of, pathology terms and talking about traditional therapy terms and all this philosophy and theory, but actually, it's in the daily basis, it's in the tiny things. It's like, oh, she did that again. Oh, he said that again. Oh, I went through this again. Oh, I can't take it anymore. This happened again. This is what it feels like. And the tricky ones, like, oh, this is I'm just gonna smoke this last one. Tomorrow I'll stop. This is procrastination and boycotting yourself, at its fullest. So procrastination, codependency, drug abuse, all these things that keep you in your head and all the lies that you tell yourself, these are behavior patterns, okay? Maybe we don't call it like that, but this is what it is, in essence. So what I'm going to teach you today is how to break this. The first tip that I'm going to give you to stop the behavior patterns is do the exact opposite of what you usually do and observe what happens. If you always say yes, say no. If you always drink the last beer, try not drinking it. If you always smoke the last cigarette, don't. And watch, because everybody says, tomorrow I will change. Tomorrow will be the last. Tomorrow I will break up with him. Tomorrow I will say no. And this day never happened. Why? Because the courage is happening right now, when you're angry, when you're pissed off, when you know you have to change. This is when the anger, that is the emotion that transmutes energy, is in your body. So you have to use it right now, because on Monday maybe you're not going to be angry. On Tuesday maybe he will call you and say that he loves you after doing a lot of shit, and you're going to forgive him again. The last beer, maybe, so right now is when you have to change. This is something that if people understood, their lives would be so different. It's not, I'm going to start exercising the 1st of January. No, I'm going to exercise today, the 28th of December, and I'm going to work out the 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, so that on the 1st of January, the bond with what I had before is already broken, and I already have a completely different habit going on. This is how change happens. It's right now. You are never going to be ready for it. Never, ever in your life. You have to start now. Thing is, don't wait for Monday, don't wait for Tuesday, don't wait for the 1st of January, for after Valentine's Day. Do it now. Really. because it's not only doing the opposite, it's doing the opposite several times to break the pattern, you know. And breaking the pattern is so liberating. You have to try it, so do it right now. Why wouldn't you? The third one is be done with it. You know, repetition can happen because you're scared of new things to come in, of new feelings. You don't have to be scared of it because you fought for it. And the new feelings, the new things that are going to come in, they are the reward for your hard work. So don't be scared of it. Just let it in, you know. Let it come, let it in, and be done with it. Once you're done with it, no one can convince you otherwise. And when you're done with it, it's because you know that something is not good for you. So then you know that that is not going to be a part of your life anymore, because you love yourself enough to say no. You see what I mean? Everything is connected. And the fourth thing that I want to leave with you today is do what scares you, because what you dream of, the results that you want, they leave behind your fear. They leave behind the things that you fear the most and the things that scare you the most. So just go for it, you know? I know that it's going to be scary, but later you have no idea how colorful your life is going to be. And I'm going to leave you with that and tell you something very important. Everything that you want is behind the fear, behind the barriers of fear. Fear is just showing you the way. That's all that fear does. That's why you feel the rush, the energy rush, and you feel like, because you know that you're going for something better and your body is just not used to. Why? Because when you have been in the dark for very long, light feels uncomfortable because you're not used to it anymore. So, you know, please trust me when I say that if you follow these steps, you're going to be so much closer to the person that you dream of being, you know. Please trust me. And let me tell you one last thing. If you follow these steps, you're going to have work to be done for years and years. But here's what I want you to understand. The people who change the most and the people who achieve their dreams the fastest are the people who respond to their intuitive thoughts the fastest. So for example, suppose that you decided you're not going to smoke the last cigarette. You stop right now and you leave the cigarette there. Okay, next you're gonna hear, tomorrow wake up and drink 1 liter of water because this is gonna help you. You wake up in the morning, you drink 1 liter of water. Then you hear, call, I don't know what friend of yours because they're gonna help you. You call that friend. The friend tells you to go somewhere, you go somewhere. You know, you take immediate action and you don't wait for next week, next month, next hour. You do it. You cannot believe in 1 year you're gonna be 10 years ahead what you thought you would be. I promise you. So follow your intuition, take immediate action, stop now. Don't wait for Monday. Do it now. Don't smoke the last cigarette. Don't drink the last cup. Do it now. You know, and stop now. Stop procrastinating and just follow your intuition like crazy and follow the signs and go moving around. Movement creates change. Change creates life transformation. Transformation takes you closer to your dreams. So I'll leave you with that today. Much love, the Cape Witch.